Hey y'all, it's Khymirah Mensah, also known as E.T. Miss Kaiser, giving y'all stress and wahala on myself. So I want to have a special little sit down with the producer of Baddies West Africa, here to come and give us the tea. Let's bring out Miss Jela Celine. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. Sorry, girl. You know how it is.
Yes. Get into it. Obviously, we've had a rocky start, in the beginning since Putrid's
Yeah,
recordings. It was crazy. We're beefing for a long while. It was nuts.
we were
Absolutely.
because I did have a really big. One of my biggest beefs ever was with Jen, aka Culture K. That's my sis now. But I did have a recurring long beef. One of the biggest beefs in history of Zeus. But we had our beef, we had our issue, but we solved it. And yeah, I did sneak her. You guys had, I guess someone else had jumped in. I don't even remember who jumped in. So you, of course, defended your sister. I would want my sister to do the same thing for me. So I'm not even mad about that. But you jumped in, y'all jumped me, and then that was it. And then as the fans will see, so tune in. You will be seeing me in Culture. I'm not going to say what happens. I'm not going to tell y'all if we make up or not. But y'all will be seeing. Y'all will be seeing on the new season what's going to turn out. So tune in to Baddies West Africa on myself.
Of course, yes. I love that. But yeah. Obviously, there's just a few stuff we gotta address. Let's get messy. Let's spill some tea. There's been a lot
Let's
going
go.
on.
Before we get messy, girl. Before we get messy, how have you been? How have you been with editing Africa, producing it right now? How are you feeling?
I've been good. It's been a bit testing because production's a bit low right now. But we are on our way. It is premiering on January the 29th. So
Whoa!
we live. We live. We live. We live.
And one of the main things on the trailer of Africa, I was there. I got to witness it. But a lot of the fans are saying one of the most funniest moments that they're excited to see is when Mackenzie literally gets flipped in the air off a balcony. So what was that moment like?
Girl, it was something. Honestly, there was so much going on. The production was trying to keep up. She was flipping up, and it's not the first time she's flipped over the railings before. She's done it before, and yet she has still kept all her bones intact. I don't know how she does it. She's a real strong girl. Shout out to her too. She's one of the most loyal OGs there. So big shout out to her. Big shout out to Putrid, Glinda, Emma, PICSART. I'm gonna beat you up. But yeah, there's many more. TJ, and if I haven't said your name, best believe you will be in the description below because I love y'all so much. Honestly, thank you so much for this network. You too, Jela, and Culture K. Obviously, I couldn't do it without her and y'all. Honestly, thank
And
you.
Nine, shout out to my girl Nine too.
Shout out to Sis 99.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you get into the drama. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna let you ask what you need to ask. I'm on your podcast.
Okay, well, let's get into it. So, obviously, the fans want to know where you started off originally for your first network and how that went. So, how was that for you overall?
So the first network I ever did was with a really good friend of mine, my sis Honey and Mercedes. I was on their network, Gag TV. I started off my early 20s, just was getting into the scene. I just met all the ladies. I was on BGC. I was on Bad Girls Club Jamaica. I was just getting into the scene. I was really I was starting to pop. I was popping it. I was popping girls in their mouths. But yeah, I went on there. They pay very good. I'm still working with Gag TV right now. It's complicated. I was an EP, but that's still something that I have to talk with Honey and Mercedes about. But yes, I love Gag TV. That will always be my home. If they ever need me back, I'm always back. And yeah, and I feel like one thing I want to address now, and I'm gonna look dead into the camera when I say this. Y'all need to stop disrespecting my girl Honey on my sub. Thank you. Next question, please.
Period. Yeah, we love that. You gotta stand up business. No disrespect to Honey on myself. But yeah, with that said, after that, who did you fight overall on Bad Girls Club?
I had fought Gianna. I had got jumped by the house. I had slapped Mercedes, one of the co-owners of the networks. Yeah, so on Jamaica, I just had one fade with Gianna. We recently fought again on Honey's show, Baddies Brazil. We had fought
Mm-hmm.
again. Me and Gianna had fought again. Like, that's a long-term beef that I have. You know, we are cool now. That's my sis. That's my dog. But
Okay.
yeah, we did fight. And yeah, but there's no issue now. That was years ago. That was almost like 10 years ago. I was on BGC. I'm over it. I'm over every beef that I've ever had on that show.
Mm. No, fair enough. Yeah. Um. Well, with that said, what network were you with recently that, spiked a lot of drama? Because the fans are talking about it, and they did say like there's a lot going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors. There's rumors and stuff, like some of the girls like, attacking others and stuff. It's nuts. I'm hearing stuff left, right, and center. Like, please enlighten us, my sister.
So, one of the things that there's a lot of drama going on. You probably all saw my story on
Mm-hmm.
Insta, but one thing that was really popping on the internet, because anything Jela Celine posts is going to go down inactive on myself.
Of
So
course, of course.
I was on Blaze TV, or working with the Blaze TV network,
Yeah, I'm
and the
familiar
host.
with the network too.
You said what?
I'm familiar with the network too. Is it run by Amari Glaze?
Yes, Amari and Anaya is like the main host on there.
Yeah, I love
Um,
them. I'm very familiar with them. They made an appearance on Baddies West Africa.
Period. Love that. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I have remember that. But I had recently got flown out to the show, to the network. I'm not gonna say too much, but I will definitely be spilling a lot of the tea. But
Mm-hmm.
I got flown out to the show, and I had went on there, and I feel like Anaya. I don't know what's been going on lately. She's definitely been out of it lately. She's definitely, I don't know what's been going on with her, but she didn't seem in her right mind. I don't know if she was doing any substances, but I don't
Ooh.
know, I don't know. But she was definitely not in her right mind. And I could tell she wasn't in her right mind for the past few months because the girls that she casted were like wild boars, wild animals.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's crazy. But man, like obviously I known them, like I've joined one of their shows before. I made an appearance onto one of their shows. It wasn't, a great success, sadly. It was Baddies Gone Wild. It was a postponed show. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that, but it was looking really good. The girls were, they were popping it. Obviously, I came on some peaceful things, so I wasn't like trying to get active like that. But it was still something. You get me?
That's exactly the same energy that I came in on this season because I'm an OG on the network. I've definitely gained my spot, owned my spot, given my all to that network. You know, so I
Mm-hmm.
went on
Mm-hmm.
there. I went on there as as myself, true to myself. And I've been on there multiple shows, and so when I come on that show, I wanted to come peaceful too. I wanted to have peaceful energy. But when I went on there, there was a bunch of 45-year-olds on there trying to fight
Oh.
me. Yeah, trying to fight me, trying to say, "Oh, I look a mess. I look a mess." So the reason why I'm exposing everything is because I have to fight the biggest flop in the world, Corey Sanders, aka Big Son. Um, I had to
Mm.
fight Big Son, and my thing with that is that I was told by production and by Anaya and by Amari themselves that I was going to come on there and get my one-on-one fade with Big Son. That I will
Mm-hmm.
be getting a one-on-one fade. And they're gonna set that up. That's the only reason I'm going in there, and then I'm gonna stay for the rest of the season and get my check for the rest of the season.
Period,
And
as
they
you
said it
should.
was gonna be a one-on-one scene, a one-on-one scene. Why is there three other girls there who I don't know, who I didn't even hear of, who wasn't even on the cast flyer? Three girls trying to fight me, talking about they got an issue with me. And why is Anaya standing there not trying to break it up, not trying to do anything? And that's going on. Two of the girls start squaring up with me. I'm already about to get jumped by two girls. And why do I see Big San walking from the other side? So I'm like, okay, this is a jump set. It's giving a jump set. So I said, I'm done.
No
You don't know how to
way.
cast because you were going to get me jumped by four girls standing in a circle. So what makes you think that's okay? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. No, that's not okay. I don't like that. I don't like those setups. It really gets on my nerves. Like, you know, I've had a few, obviously, with some girls that are so relevant, I can't remember their names, but, you know, those setup situations, it gives bully. Like, I don't condone that. It's so weird, like, you know, trying to, like, you really think you big dog trying to do all that. It's not, no, it's not giving. It's not tea, it's not couture. No, lock it up, throw away the key. What are you doing?
Exactly. That's my thing. Because it's
Hmm.
like you're going around saying a shout out a scripted network, which it is. The network is very much scripted. Scripted. I
Oh,
have been handed a script before multiple times on the network. I have been set up by this big wide back girl named Tasiki, and I had to fight her. So it's like, what's going on? The network is very much scripted. Poseidon Network is not scripted. Gag TV Network is not scripted. Every other network that I have been on is not scripted, but Blaze TV. And I'm letting the fans know that now. And I'm going in deep, and I'm digging all the tea now. So what's good? What's good? You woke me up now. You woke me up now, Anaya. What's going
Jada
on,
got
babe?
it. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean it's a scripted network. Um, there's scripted stuff on there. You know, I don't know what Anaya and Amari be doing, but I've heard some rumors about them that I'm not even gonna get into because I could definitely take legal action, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm too classy for that. But I can say that it's just I got fed up. I did tell the host, I did tell Anaya that she's floppy. She doesn't know how to cast. She doesn't know how to run a network, and she's just a bum. That's all she is to me. I spit on girls like that. So have her come on. So Anaya, come on Poseidon Network, babes. Come on here. Come
Wait,
on,
when you
come to
told
my
her
home
that,
base now,
wait,
Anaya.
when you told
Well,
her that, how
Ana-
did she take it?
huh?
How did she take it when you told her that?
She took it. I didn't say that. I'm telling this to her now. I didn't say this to her. I'm telling
Oh,
her
I
now.
see. Yeah.
Come on Poseidon Network now because clearly you want to kick me or you didn't even kick me off, babe. I left. You wanted to very much like try to play with me on the network, but yeah, come and play my game on this network, babe. Come to my home base now. Come on, what's
I
that?
really
I'm
would
with
be
it.
a really interesting, like, sit down, honestly. Like, obviously, no
No, I'm
shade.
going to sit her down. I don't want to sit down. I'm going to sit her down.
Oh, like, you want to fight.
Very much so.
Oh,
So
well.
come
You
on,
know what?
babe.
That's
Come
understandable.
on.
That's
Yeah.
understandable. Like, but yeah, like, that's, wow, I'm really shocked. Hearing that, it really shocked something out of me. Because, obviously, before I moved to Atlanta, I was in London. And obviously I must have joined the network where, like, the small little network, and they were trying to, show their net worth. It was not giving. Like, it was very on some bully thing, but I was not playing. Obviously, rumor has it that I did pull out my BB and pop somebody. That's what led to my court case, and I was, you know, arrested prior filming, and I'm pretty sure it was, that scene was whole discarded, the whole show actually. But yeah, I don't like that. I really feel like y'all need to talk about that very much. And no shade, someone needs to own some narrative. Obviously not you, because you were wronged in a very,
Yeah.
like, unfair way, 100%.
And
But
speaking
yeah.
speaking of wrong, I want to bring up something else because I'm always doing jobs. I'm always doing bookings. I'm always on networks. So I want to bring up
Mm-hmm.
another network to you. I want to bring up my situation on Tasiki's network, Tasiki the Eater's network, the actual Eater babes. I want to bring up her. I want to bring up
We are
her
on the
situation.
show.
Huh?
We are on the show, just to let y'all know. Like, we are
Yeah.
showing out on our big one. It's going crazy.
Very crazy. So I want to bring up another um, situation that my sister, my half sister, Big Kiva. She did
Kiva.
give me jumps. We are gonna go over that on the show. I'm not gonna talk about that right now because like I said, tune in, you guys will see. But
Wait, hold on. I got you jumped.
Big Kiva did give me jumped before. I'm not gonna talk about that because it will. I don't want to get my makeup ruined because that's a very emotional moment for me.
It's okay. It's
So
okay.
I
Listen,
don't want to talk about
listen,
that.
babe, you
But
got this.
I do want to talk about how Tasiki is the one who told her to do that, and Tasiki is the one who set her up. And Tasiki, I'm on the network. I am the heaviest hitter on the network, And so I'm going on this network. It's making me look like a bully because she want me to fight all the small girls. She making up lies about Mariah and Anna and Stunna and you. She made up a lie about you, trying to get me to fight you guys because
Yeah, what did you say?
she wants me to look like a bully. She said that you were talking on the internet, that you've been on live. She's been doing a lot of stuff. So it's like, I love Tasiki, but I don't know if I want to work with her anymore after this because it's like messed up what she's doing. She wants me to come off as a bully. Now I'm getting hate threats in my comments because I'm dogging Mariah Lynn. I'm bashing her head in and I'm whooping Anna every day. But it's like Tasiki is the main person around all this drama. So what do you feel on that, E.T.?
I mean, I don't really I didn't really think that. Like, obviously, I don't see her as, the type of person to do that. Like, it really does shock me. Obviously, maybe we do need to have a sit down on that because, like, you two, I genuinely feel like you two can take over. Like, y'all would definitely be a bad duo. Like, I love it. But no, that really shocks me to my core. Obviously, I feel a type of way about Hawaiian. Like, it was a lot. Her and Mariah, when I did join like previous season, they did come onto me differently, and it was very unfair. I didn't like the way they came at me and attacked me because it was their first choice. But obviously, I'm not gonna give away too much. I'm not gonna give away too much, but like, I had to do what I had to do. But
Yeah.
yeah, issues are calmer now. But just to let y'all know, I was sorry, this is a lot. I was attacked by Hawaiian. Obviously,
Yeah, and I did hear about that. Since Hawaiian is my older sister, we're cool right now. But I will need a favor to our reunion because Big Kiva, aka Hawaiian, like she don't be trying to do people wrong. She really sweet for real, and I just feel like people have been playing in her face. So what do you think? What are your thoughts on Big Kiva? Like, how do you feel?
overall, I don't like the way she came at me with full force energy. Obviously, because she came at me a lot, mocking my, UK accent. Like, there's nothing wrong about it. Like, at the end of the day, it's just giving bully for real. Like, what do you want from me? But no, I'm sorry. Like, she didn't have to do what she did in the pool when she did hold me down in there. Like, it was not fair at all. Yeah, we did have like, prior issues from before, but I was willing to talk to her about it, and I managed to talk to Mariah and have a sit down with her, but it's just her who has a continuous issue and makes me out to be like, this, what's it called? And I don't like the way she does that. But no, it's not fair. Like, it really wasn't. Like, yeah, okay, I made a joke about her being Roly Poly Snack Meals 5,000. Fair enough, my bad. But it gets to a point when you drag it on. I'm gonna run my fair one with you all the time if I have to. But when you like take it too far, I could have brought out my brethren, and me and my brethren would have rolled nicely to that spot and did her in, but I didn't do that because I'm not the type of person to do that. I can, but I won't. But like,
Yeah, and speaking of which, like because you
no
can
bangs
and
in
you
North
won't.
London, like.
I want to say something about that because the I can and I won't thing. I love that because I follow through with that too because on the network, on a lot of networks, I've been getting called a bully lately. I've been told that I've been fighting people for no reason. But let me tell y'all something. I can fight Nana at this reunion, but I won't because I already got my thing with her because I know you and Nana had jumped with Kiva. I'm over that because my sister had got me jumped.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna fight Nana. I will be slapping you though because I feel like sister to sister. If you keep fighting my sister, I'm gonna keep fighting you. You know what I mean? But we cool right now.
That's
It's no issue.
understandable.
Yeah,
Understandable. But I'm just coming.
and
I'm just coming to
that's my thing about that is that I want the audience to know I'm not a bully. I'm not gonna fight Nana over that because I already fought her. I dogged her. I broke her face. I reconstructed her face. She's missing 2 teeth now. So it's nothing, it's nothing like that.
You knocked it to the side, but she got them strong dentures. But what I will say is, understandable, you're gonna back
I mean, do you like? I low-key feel like, I feel like you're trying to be funny right now, not Shay.
Be funny.
Oh, okay.
I'm being funny. I'm not coming to do.
Like I was saying, I do feel like I feel like this podcast is over because I feel like you keep trying to play with me and I'm not with it. So bye.
No, I don't play with you. Like, I come here on some serious stuff, like, because I genuinely, like, I'm being for real. Like, fair enough. No, I'm just saying.
Cut the
Fair
cameras.
enough. Like,
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.